Hello again, folks. Chase the Traveler back with a new episode. I am, as you know, in Paraguay. Definitely enjoying my stay here. Experiencing new neighborhoods, experiencing things that I have never experienced before. I'm in a new neighborhood. The last time you guys saw me, I was in one of the high-end neighborhoods over here called Recoleta. Right now, I'm in like a normal neighborhood called La Merced. It's not high-end, not low-end either. It's like one of those normal places where normal people meet. And it's kind of like a mixture. You have, I would say, the old, the new, and the in-between over here. You even have a sushi restaurant. I mean, the artwork is just amazing. I'm not sure if I would want that in front of my house, but it's still okay. Now, you know, I like walking around neighborhoods like this, and I like walking around all of these other neighborhoods, because when you go into a coffee shop in these neighborhoods, and the service you generally get is going to be the service or the way that people in that neighborhood react towards you. And pretty much, I mean, I had some coffee, I had some great coffee. And the service was good. I mean, the worst thing you could do, or the worst experience you can have in a country, is basically you go there and they act as if like, oh my goodness, there's a foreigner. Or they're overly friendly or not friendly at all. And over here, it's just right. Definitely didn't feel that people were putting it on for me, because then you kind of like feel that it's all fake. Nice bakery there. It looks like French style bread. You know, honestly, this neighborhood, I would say, has a lot of little cute stores and restaurants, but you know, again, today's Saturday, so a lot of them are not open. People like to live their lives over here. They take their rest seriously. It's good for their mental health. You know, the thing about walking in these places is that you get this, you get uneven streets. I'm constantly stumbling. And this house right there is for sale. For those of you who speak Spanish, Give them a call. You could see what the prices are. And I'm surprised. There are quite a lot of little stores over here. A lot of coffee shops too. I would say that on average you're looking at probably for a house under 100,000. I could be wrong, but definitely not more than 150,000. Again, I could be wrong, but definitely somewhere around there. The neighborhood is cute. 10 minutes away, I was kind of like a little bit afraid because I went in through a rough neighborhood. So I was like looking forward, looking behind me, but of course nothing happened. I mean, you even have some big wigs in this neighborhood. Look at the house right there, that white one. Pretty nice. It's the White House. Like I said, the Paraguayan version of the White House. Not sure if the president lives here though, but it looks pretty nice. You know, I guess in America you wouldn't have a house opposite the White House with all that graffiti, because the people in the White House would complain about it. So I guess the people in the White House must be pretty cool, because they look like they're important, but they haven't said anything about this. And they haven't made the people on the other side clean this stuff up. So this place could be okay. You know I've noticed this about Brazil, and I've also noticed this about Paraguay. On Saturday and Sunday, people are pretty much doing their own thing. They're out there relaxing. On Sunday, I mean, when I was in Brazil Sunday, everything shut down. It was like you couldn't find anybody on the street. I mean, today's Saturday over here, but I guess there's a little bit of activity. La Mercedes. You know, I am kind of really surprised at Paraguay. Paraguay, I heard, is the only country in South America where they actually still speak an indigenous language, and it's official. They speak Spanish here, but everybody speaks Guarani. That doesn't happen in America, doesn't happen in Canada, doesn't happen anywhere else in South America. Of course, there are certain indigenous languages that are spoken in various countries in South America. Excuse me. But this country's made it official. So they have a certain amount of respect for indigenous culture. And that's a good thing, because I mean, I definitely feel that they have a certain amount of respect for tourists and foreigners who come here. You definitely get treated with respect. I mean, in Brazil, sometimes you get dirty looks, but you're like, okay, that's everywhere. But over here, I don't sense that. I really don't. And the good thing about this place is that, like I said again, and I've noticed this again, I've been to like 3 South American countries. And I would say that what I like about it is that the middle class actually lives here. The middle class over here lives way better than the middle class in Japan. They live way better than the middle class in America. Middle class people over here can afford to have people work in their homes. You can't do that in America. You can't do that in Japan. One interesting fact about Paraguay is that a long time ago, there was some sort of a decree where you couldn't marry a person of the same race. I don't know if it's true or not, but you had to marry someone of a different race because they really wanted the country to be integrated. They didn't want any people being treated unfairly, so everybody had to look the same. So, I mean, it's interesting. All right, you two people are of the same race, therefore you're not going to get married. Find someone of a different race, please. It's funny. You know, that's one thing that Paraguay definitely does have its little imperfections. And the sidewalks over here is one of those little imperfections. I've also heard here that rich people over here don't walk. They take cars everywhere. There are no, excuse me, subway stations here. Like I said, you're going to stumble on these roads. You got to get used to it. You know, I like the city, but I definitely think I need to go to the countryside and see what that's like. And I'll definitely plan on going there within the next week or so. And look at this. This little apartment building looks nice. Let me step back and give you guys a proper view. I wouldn't mind living there. And look, that Land Cruiser, I can guarantee you, by the time it gets to South America, they paid 2 times what they would have paid for it in Japan. And it definitely costs more than what they would have paid for it in America too. So some people over here have some serious money. That's like owning a Mercedes-Benz in Japan or even in the States. And those cars are definitely not cheap. Those SUVs. So, again, this neighborhood is not your most expensive, but it's definitely not your cheapest. And 300 to 400 could probably get you a 2-bedroom over here. 5 or 6 in one of the apartment buildings maybe, or even less. Now, if you want to live in the building right in front of me right here, I mean, you're definitely going to have to pay way more for that. But way less than what you would pay in the States. Total privacy. I mean, you can't even see through the gates. Total security, barbed wire fencing. I think the guy's got the whole block. You know, I'm not sure, but I would like to live behind this gate right here. Because then you have people up there that have a view of what you're doing. So, okay, people on the ground can't see what you're doing, but people up there can see what's going on in your yard. So, I'm not sure what the point is. But the house is huge. Look at that. He even has glass just to make sure that he's safe and secure. You know, Merced is quite a nice place, actually. You even find parking. Yeah, I'm telling you, Paraguay definitely has it. If I spoke Spanish, I think that I would definitely consider this place. I mean, I'm still considering it, but I think I still have to go to other places just to make sure that I'm making the right decision. And when you're traveling around and when you're trying to figure out exactly where it is that you want to live, you have to do it in a place where you feel comfortable. You have to do it in a place where the people kind of like accept you. You have to do it in a place where if you want to do business or conduct your business where people aren't harassing you and you could basically concentrate on your business. You also have to do it in a place that's affordable. If it's not affordable, as soon as you make a mistake, you're done. The local ladies can even go get pampered in that place right there. You know, I think I have a new appreciation for life and for where people should live and shouldn't live and how they should live. I also have an appreciation for how people should be treated. And most certainly, once you go to a place and you get treated properly by everybody, you kind of understand how people should be treated. If you're treated badly most of your life, you probably think it's normal. You know, I always tell people this, that whatever you want to find in Paraguay, you are going to find it. And look at that. They even have the price for you right here, just like I said. A few minutes ago, I just said that you could probably find an apartment over here for about under $100,000. And I was correct. Look. It says it right here. Departamento de dos o tres dormitorios. USD, that's US dollars, $94,870. I'm not sure where they came up with that calculation, but if they're selling new 2 to 3 bedroom apartments for $93,000, those might be a little cheaper. This one too. That's what I'm telling you, folks. It shouldn't have to cost $600,000, $700,000, or $1 million to get good housing. Now, this is a problem that you might have also. Somebody taking a leak where you shouldn't be taking a leak. But I guess he's trying to hide. So, like I said, folks, the price over here is right. You know, and that's very important for the price to be right. Because once the price is right, there are a lot of things you can do. And that's what's important. So most certainly, I love the fact that you could still find places where things are affordable. And people are still friendly. People aren't fake. People enjoy their weekends. And the healthcare over here, even though I haven't really looked into it, is still quite cheap. Not sure what those schoolgirls are doing, but I think they're probably promoting something. So most certainly, I would say that this place is definitely one place that should be on everybody's radar, that everybody should think about, especially if they want to live affordably and business opportunities over here are a lot simpler, especially if you spend time in certain countries where there's a lot of red tape and things are very expensive. So, anyway, folks, thank you for watching. Please do me a favor and like and subscribe. Please share. Buy me a coffee. Become a member. And see you in the next episode. Chase the Traveler in Paraguay. La Mercedes.